Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to the channel, to my wonderland. Welcome to our coffee times together. And today I bring you a Blu-ray horror movie haul.
It's coffee time.
So in the past weeks and the next weeks, you're gonna be seeing movie hauls because the regular movie store I always get my movies from has been doing lately from time to time these take 3 pay 2 or take 5 and pay 3 only, and during those periods I've been purchasing way too many movies. So what can I do? But I had to take the chance to expand my collection with that kind of offer. And yeah, today I bring you basically some horror movies that I got in Blu-ray. So I took advantage of these take 5 pay 3 kind of offer that they had to build up a little bit my horror movie collection, because they had many Blu-rays that were cheap for like $5.99 or something like that. So if you would take 5, you would only pay 3, so it was a really good deal. And I took the chance to get a movie series that I didn't own but that I liked, and that is Insidious. This is the first movie, and then I also got Insidious Chapter 2. I got Insidious Chapter 3, and the last one that I still haven't even watched, we have Insidious The Last Key. So I was really happy that I found all 4 of them. It was $5.99 a piece, but like I said, it was this kind of thing that you took 5 movies and paid only for 3, so it was a great deal, and I grabbed this ones. Another one that I grabbed is another one I have not watched, and that is Don't Hang Up. I'm not sure if it's gonna be any good, but I decided to pick it up and see what it is. It's a relatively new release. I believe this was from 2016 or something like that, 2017 I think, and I still have not watched it. And then I also saw a couple of classics. Let me get to those because that is exciting. The first one, it's just the Fright Night, the classic, because I didn't own a copy, and I love that they had the English title, and it is a Blu-ray, so perfect. And I have not watched the remake. Let me know down below if it's any good, because I love the classic so much that I'm a little bit scared watching the remake, even though I do love Colin Farrell. So let me know down below if the remake was any good, so maybe I will check it out. And the other classic that I got, I was so happy that I found it in Blu-ray, and that is Creature from the Black Lagoon. And I was surprised because I found this one in Germany but with the English title, and I was like, give it to me, this is such a classic. And this cover, you guys, I mean, this cover is everything, and I love it. I love it so much. And it has a 2D and a 3D Blu-ray. I mean, perfect. Love it. Then I picked up the Unborn. I think I watched it, but I cannot really remember, so makes me think the movie was kind of forgettable. But I needed a 5th movie for this kind of deal, so I decided just to grab it because it was in the same price category, and I thought it would be anyways a good addition to the horror collection. Then I got a movie that I recently purchased a book that the movie is based on, and I decided now it's a great time to pick up the movie as well, so I can read the book and watch the movie, and that is The Girl with All the Gifts. And it came with this beautiful shiny kind of slip. And yeah, I don't want to get into much detail with this movie because I don't know much about it, because I don't want the trailer of the movie or anything to spoil the book for me. The only thing I know is that the book is supposed to be really good, and it has something to do with zombies. That's all I know. That's enough for me to pick it up. And I hope the movie is also going to be good after I read the book. And then I picked a movie that I saw, and it caught my attention because, well, they're advertising it as a classic slasher like Friday the 13th and all of that, so I was like, might give it a go. and it's called The Night Before Halloween, and it says here, the lucky ones die first. Yeah, so it was pitched to me as a classic slasher movie from the 90s sort of thing. So I hope that it's gonna live up to that hype, because now I'm super hyped for it because I love the classics. And I have not watched it yet, but it's one of the ones that I'm really excited to give a try and see if I really like it. The cover is fantastic. And then there is a movie that I grabbed only because Robert Englund is in it, but I don't have high hopes for this movie. Let's keep it real here on the channel, and that is Open the Door. I don't know if this one's gonna be any good, but it has Robert Englund in it, so I was like, why not? It has an interesting cover though, but like I said, I don't have like, here is Robert Englund. I don't have high hopes for it. I think it's just gonna be a, you know, stereotypical horror movie, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. That will be a pleasant surprise. If you watched it, let me know down below what you thought of it. And now I have two last movies that come in a special edition. The first one, I picked it up because at the beginning I didn't want to buy the steelbook because it was very expensive, but then they started to go lower and lower in price until they only had one copy left, and then they put it for really cheap, and I was like, now it's my time. Now I'm gonna grab it, and that is The Nun steelbook. Now, this might be an unpopular opinion. I liked the movie. I just didn't like the end. Like that, spoiler alert, well, just a little spoiler. There is a scene in the end where there is water involved with the nun. That's it, I'm not really spoiling everything. But something happened in that scene that I was like, no, this doesn't make sense. This is like too stupid, like, no. So I loved everything except the end. So I love the atmosphere. I've always loved the character. Yeah, so I still wanted to have a nice copy of it if I could do it. I didn't want to spend the full price on it, but because they put it on sale, because it was the last copy they had, I decided to grab it. So now let's remove this sticky thing if I can. So here's the front of the steelbook, and here is the back, and this is how the inside looks like. Pretty cool. So I'm happy that I picked it up because it's really pretty. It's a really nice steelbook. I didn't want to pay full price, and I'm happy that I waited now because I got it for cheaper. And the last thing that I have to show you, it's something that it has taken me forever to get. And the story is the following. When I want a steelbook that it's going to be released and it's not out yet, if I go to my regular store, they will order one for me and then put it aside for me, and then they will call me when it's there and be like, hey, what's up, come pick up your shit, and then I go and pick it up. So I had put a pre-order on Pet Cemetery, the exclusive steelbook edition, because it was gonna be released with the English title, because in Germany they have a German title for this movie that it's horrible. Sorry. So I placed a pre-order and nobody called me, and I was like, I don't know what's happening, why this hasn't been released yet. And one day I asked, you know, my mole, the person that provides me with the movies there, and he's like, oh, it should actually have been released a couple of weeks ago. And we found out that it got released, but in all the movie stores in Germany, they only received like 80 copies, like for the whole country. That is insane. And so it was basically sold out online, and it was a big deal. And he apologized, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry nobody called you to tell you we were not getting any copies. And he moved earth and mountains and everything to get that copy for me. Finally, somebody from, I think, Berlin sent it to them, and I finally got my copy. like weeks later, I think a month later after the release, but I'm so glad. It was so worth it. It is so pretty. So let me show it to you. Here it is. I mean, just admire this beauty of a copy. This is so beautiful, and this is the original 1989 movie adaptation from the book by Stephen King from 1983. And I rewatched this movie not long ago before I went to watch the reboot. I'm still gonna upload my thoughts on that reboot. So yeah, I rewatched this one, and you know, my love for the movie is still there. I love it. And this is also, I believe this steelbook was also exclusive to Savvy. So here's how it looks like. And it is absolutely stunning. I mean, the artwork is stunning. And here is the back. It's just so beautiful. And the inside looks like this. I mean, come on you guys, it is fabulous. And it comes with the original DVD and Blu-ray of the movie, and it's just fantastic. Fantastic. Love it. I mean, this cover is everything. I mean, come on you guys. This might be one of my favorite pieces that I have right now in my movie collection, just because this movie, fantastic. It's Stephen King, and the artwork, it's just fantastic. And these were the new horror movie additions to my collection. I hope that you enjoyed this video, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know down below your thoughts on the movies that I have shown you in this video, and if you've watched them or not. Remember, for showing me your support, give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel as well so you don't miss any more coffee times with me. And if you want to connect with me through Twitter, Facebook or Instagram, the links to those social medias are down below in the description. And I hope to see you all in the next coffee time. Bye!